Oh, we just believe that, we have the greatest fans and, the most supportive community possible. And, anytime anybody comes to town, they've got to deal with, a 12th man. And our kids, play very confident at home. And, we just love the atmosphere, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, how many starters do you return on both sides of the ball?
We got a good handful on both sides. I think we're about probably 5 or 6 on offense and 7 or 8 on defense. So we've got a good group of guys that have a lot of experience, and we're just looking to build on that experience and teach some young guys how to play the game, and hopefully that leads to a successful year.
First year of the Northeast State, you guys claim at least a share of the title. What were you able to take away from that first year in the conference? Still a lot of teams that you've seen a bunch.
It was a very competitive conference, obviously, with a 3-way tie, and it's only going to get better. The thing about our conference, all of a sudden, there's some new coaches, some new blood coming in, and the new coaches are going to bring new energy and get more kids out. And Coach Kemp's doing a great job at DeKalb, getting that going, and Coach Ballard's going to be at Belmont, and you don't know how things are going to go. And I have a feeling that some of those schools like Columbia City and DeKalb that haven't been as good lately are trying to get on the doorstep and trying to start to challenge things. And so this year, a lot of people are picking us to be in the upper half of the conference, and that's great. But we're just going to try to play every day like we're still the underdog, like we're still playing Carroll or Homestead, and that's what we do every week, and that's how we're going to keep looking at it.
And one of the biggest reasons why everyone's picking you guys to win the conference is you have Andrew McCormick back. How have you seen the growth just from sophomore year now as a junior?
He's actually really young for his grade, and so he's just a baby, and we love him to death. He still makes mistakes, and he still learns, and he's just such a coachable kid, and such a great teammate. His teammates respect him, and it's so rare that you have a kid that's a junior or even a sophomore last year that the kids look up to and look to as a leader. But he's definitely that, and he's one of our best leaders on the team, and we kind of, when you run an offense like we do, you kind of go as your quarterback does, and he can take us a long way if we can execute.
Yeah, what's the coach-quarterback relationship like? Just because watching some of those drills, looked like 5-on-5, a lot of communication between the two of you.
Yeah, we've got a great relationship, and I think it has to be that way. He gets frustrated with me because I'm tough on him, but if I wasn't being tough on him, I wouldn't be doing what's best for him, I believe. So he knows that I have a lot of faith in him, and that while I'm going to be tough on him, I've got really high expectations for him, and I want to see him do big things, and I'm really excited to see what his future holds.
Another player that you get back on both sides of the ball, Dylan Hundley, an all-state, all-conference type of player. What should fans expect to see out of him this season?
He had a great offseason, and he's really in great shape. He's very healthy, and this is actually the first time he's came into a year healthy. He's had some injuries in the past, but he's looking really good, and I think he's one of the premier receivers around, and he's going to be a matchup nightmare for people, and we just got to find ways to get him the ball, because sometimes the receiver's not like a tailback. We can turn and hand it to him all the time, so we got to be a little bit creative and get him the ball in some different circumstances, and let him be an athlete, because he's a really good player.
Who are some new names that fans, when they pack the stands on Friday nights, can expect to see have a breakout season?
I think a linebacker, Kenny Cook. We really need to step up and have a big year, and we have a sophomore tailback named Hershberger, who's going to be a really special player, and he's learning every day and getting better, and we need him to be. We don't like starting sophomores if we don't have to, but he's a really good player, and we're hoping he steps up and plays big right away.
Final question: always have a lot of success here at East Noble, but still that postseason bug kind of bit you guys once again in sectionals. How do you guys win a sectional title this year? How does that tide turn this season?
Well, it's all we talk about, and we really believe as a coaching staff that we're doing the right things. We've got over 100 kids out for football at a 4A school, and the kids are excited. And we've gone into the playoffs every year, with healthy and playing our best football. We've had a few tough draws. We've ran into some really good teams. It's one of the harder sectionals in the state. And the area is really tough. And we just got to keep chugging. It happens for everybody if you keep doing the right thing, and you it's like good people. Good things happen to good people. We just want to keep doing good things, and eventually something good is going to happen for us.